everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly. I hope everyone's doing great today. I wanted to share a recipe for pumpkin chocolate chip bars. I've been wanting to make something, bake something for fall that has a fall feel to it. So we're going to do this one today. So you will need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of ground ginger, a half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You want 2 sticks of unsalted butter and you want those softened, so room temperature, 1 large egg, and 1 cup of pumpkin puree. You will also need 1 1/2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, and you want to divide those, so take 3 tablespoons out of that. 3/4 cup of granulated sugar and a half a cup of light brown sugar. You will need a 9 by 13 inch pan, oven safe, and spray this lightly with some cooking spray. Then take a piece of parchment paper and you want to lay that into the pan, and I will spray this with some nonstick cooking spray, and I also spray the sides a little bit, and then I just wipe it just so that way it's not too much. And you want to make sure the sides are above the edge of the pan, that way you can pull this out once it's done. In a medium bowl, you want to add your flour, your cinnamon, your ginger, your ground nutmeg, and the ground cloves, the baking soda, and salt. And I usually just mix it up a little bit, then add it to the flour, and then whisk this together to make sure that it's fully incorporated. To a large mixing bowl, add the butter, granulated sugar, and the brown sugar. And then on a medium speed, you want to mix this for 3 to 4 minutes until it's light and fluffy. Now, for some reason it didn't record, but you want to add your egg, vanilla, and pumpkin puree until it's smooth. And then once that's done, then add your dry ingredients a little bit at a time until it's fully combined. And as always, I will have the recipe down below. That way you will have the full list of ingredients and how to make this. Now add your chocolate chips, and you want to fold those in, but also make sure that you leave 3 tablespoons to the side, and we will use that later. And I add just a little bit of the chips at a time, that way it's not so hard to stir. And the recipe says to pour the batter in. Well, the batter's too thick to pour, so just add a little bit at a time and use a spatula or a spoon to spread it out. And you want to make sure that it's somewhat smooth and even, so that way it bakes evenly. Now you will use the remaining chocolate chips, and you just sprinkle those on top evenly, and then in a preheated oven on 350, you want to bake for about 30 to 35 minutes, or until the toothpick that you insert in the middle comes out clean. Now once it's had a chance to cool completely, then you want to take this out of the pan by picking it up by the parchment paper, and then you just lay it on the counter, and you will cut these into squares, and you can cut these as large or as small as you want. But as I cut, you will get some of that cake onto the knife, so I usually just take a napkin or a paper towel and just wipe that off, so that way I have a clean knife every time I go to cut. Now these did turn out nice. The only thing is I find they're more on the cake side than it is on a cookie side, and that's probably because of the pumpkin puree. But I do have a recipe for chocolate chip cookie bars that I will probably share in the future. So it'll be more of a cookie, I guess you can say. It'll be thick, but it would be more of a cookie. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in seeing more videos like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that will notify you when I post new videos. I hope that everyone has a blessed day, and I thank y'all so much for watching.